Well, hello, welcome to this episode of Wheel Life, the video diary that helps you to understand what life is like living with an electric unicycle. Here's what's coming up in this episode. Just to point out, for health and safety, a bit of rubber tyre there on the concrete post. See? Otherwise a small child is going to be very disappointed. So I hope you're all keeping safe in this crazy time of social distancing and being locked down in your own homes. And I hope you are still riding and riding safely. Now, these are extraordinary times and they drive us to extraordinary measures. So for me, for example, I've been getting my hair cut in random ways.
I am so sorry.
And at one point things got so bad that I actually created a party making friends I'd made out of balloons. Now this is not normal behaviour for a grown adult. So instead I've taken to my wheel, and because we've not been allowed to go outside or go very far, I've been doing my wheel in the back garden. And going round and round in circles does get a little bit tedious. So I've done this, I've made myself a little assault course. So I'm just going to take you around the assault course now. Walk this way. If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the talcum powder. So we start the obstacle course here in the far end of the extensive garden by the trampoline, where we go up the hastily built ramp onto the very tall, very narrow wooden beam, trying to make it to the end without dropping off the side. Just to point out, for health and safety, a bit of rubber tyre there on the concrete post. We're going to go twice around the washing line before we get to the slalom section. If I knock the dog's bone off the top of the paint tin, then I'll be in trouble by the dog. We're going to slalom around until we get to the bucket of suspicious liquid. Then we're going to go round the washing line into the final section, which is the jumps. When I come along here, I hit the first brick, and the idea is that I take off on the first brick and hopefully clear the second brick before coming to a full and safe stop somewhere in the base of this tree. Along from the log, yes, beautiful. Right. Round the washing line, twice around there, touching the washer slightly. Don't worry about that. And then go for the big jump. There we go. So there you have it. The garden obstacle course, fun that you can have even in the lockdown conditions. And of course, you don't have to be an expert like me. I don't expect you all to be able to nail it first time, like a pro rider like myself. No! So all that messing around in the garden with obstacle courses has got me thinking about the skill of jumping the unicycle, something I'm not very good at, but something it's worth practicing, because there will be times when you want to jump up onto a curb or to avoid an obstacle, and it's something that, if I'm honest, it scares the pants off me when I try and do it. Therefore it's something I really should practice. So I've set up another little challenge in the garden, something to keep me entertained and occupied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch now to the phone, and I'll take you around and show what the next challenge is going to be. So you'll notice I've got rid of the washing line, and in its place I have put this little obstacle of a brick which represents my curb. So I'm going to come along, it's 3 meters from the start point over there till I hit this curb, and then 20 centimeters away I put a little stack of sticks that is the same height as the brick, 7 centimeters. So I'm going to come along and see if I can clear over the stack of wood. If I've cleared it, they won't fall over. Over there is another pile of sticks. I can add to that in time and see if I can get higher and maybe even further. That gives me then probably about 5 meters until I reach the security, safety padded end wall. This is the first attempt. Get a bit of speed. Did that quite comfortably. Another stack of wood on there. One more on. That's looking a bit fragile by itself. That was about 16 centimetres, so that's well double the brick. Oh, I think I left. Oh, I think I left. So clearly it is possible to jump quite a height from hitting that curb. And the way my good friend Ian Sampson has taught me to do that is, as you're about to take off, you push your weight down onto the wheel, so you compress the tyre, and at the point you hit the brick, you then jump up with the wheel. Now, Ian's much better at this than I am, because what I do wrong is I don't grip the wheel enough, so you'll see that my feet come away from the foot plates. That's a bad thing, because when you land, the wheel lands before you hit the wheel and you could go anywhere. So try and grip the wheel between your legs as tight as you can. I'm not very good at this. But jumping over logs isn't that interesting. It'd be much better to jump over a car. And here it is. This is the Kia Sportage, the latest model, pulling the Avantis 5-berth touring caravan, and that is going to be the obstacle I'm going to jump over, and hopefully it will survive, otherwise a small child is going to be very disappointed. Here we go, let's see if it works. Now, I'm genuinely not aware of anybody else that's ever tried this before, to try to jump over a car and a caravan on a unicycle. So as far as I'm concerned, this qualifies as an attempt at a world record. I will hear no objections against that. This is what it really is. Okay, so I'm going to try my first attempt to jump over the caravan and the car. I'm just going to check all the cameras are rolling, because that would be a shame to miss it, wouldn't it? Good distance there, so let's push that out a bit further. And there you have it. It is possible to jump your unicycle over a car and a caravan. What's also impressed me the most is actually that this toy that I bought from a well-known supermarket in the UK for £3.50 can take the full weight of a slightly overweight middle-aged man on a very heavy unicycle, landing on it from a not very great height. But wow, £3.50 that cost. I thought it was going to split like matchwood. Anyway, so there, have fun in lockdown, stay safe when you're riding, don't come back from the supermarket with more toilet rolls than it's safe to carry, and most importantly, keep riding. And if you can, go and buy yourself a new wheel, because the people who provide these wheels, like SpeedyFit UK, are making a living from providing us with these great devices and all their equipment that goes along with them. They're businesses that are affected by the lockdown, so please go out and support your unicycle community by, you know, buying another wheel or some safety equipment or something. But go and have fun, that's the main thing, and stay safe. So I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, please click and subscribe, and join the conversation. Show me the kind of things that you are doing in your back garden as well, because I'm sure there's lots of this craziness happening all around the world. Okay, thank you, see you next time.